Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my story. My name is Ariel. Today I will tell you something very special. It is my English journey. I started from zero. I could not speak. I could not listen. I could not understand anything. But now I can speak. Now I can listen. Now I can understand. It took me 5 years. It was not easy, but it was not too hard. I took small steps. I made many mistakes. But I did not stop. I tried again and again. And now I can speak English with people from many countries. I want to help you too. I want to tell you what I did. I want to show you how you can do it too. So sit with me. Listen to my story. I hope it helps you. When I was a beginner, I felt scared. I wanted to speak, but I forgot words. I wanted to talk, but I didn't know how to start. I looked at people, and I stayed quiet. My heart beat fast. My mouth stayed closed. I knew English was important. I knew English could help me. But it felt too big. It felt too hard. I said to myself, I am not good. I will never speak. But one day I said, no, I will try. That was the first step. I did not know how to learn. I did not have a teacher. I did not have money for classes. So I started small. I opened my phone. I typed, how to learn English. I saw many videos. I saw many tips. And I found one easy video. The girl spoke slowly. She used easy words. She smiled. I liked her. I watched her again. And again. And again. I did not understand all the words. But I understood the feeling. I wanted to learn like her. So I followed her. I listened every day. I said the words with her. I pressed pause. I repeated. I smiled. It was fun. In the first month, I learned 10 new words. I wrote them in a notebook. I said them every day. I used pictures. I drew small apples. I drew chairs. I drew cups. Then I said, apple, chair, cup. I made flashcards. I looked at them every day. I played with words. I used colors. I made it fun. When I forgot, I did not feel bad. I said, it's okay. I tried again. Slowly, the words stayed. Slowly, my mouth opened. I started to speak small things. I said, my name is Ariel. I said, I like cats. I said, the sky is blue. I said these words in the mirror. I looked at my face. I smiled. I was happy. After 2 months, I wanted to do more. I started to write. I wrote small sentences. I wrote, today is sunny. I wrote, I eat rice. I wrote, I feel good. I used a small notebook. I called it my English book. Every day, I wrote one new line. I read it out loud. I listened to my voice. I loved that sound. It was not perfect, but it was mine. I was learning. After 3 months, I started to listen more. I listened to easy English podcasts. I found slow ones. I closed my eyes. I listened to one line. Then I paused. Then I said it again. It was like a game. Listen. Pause. Repeat. I did this many times. My ears started to hear more words. My brain started to catch the sound. I felt excited. English was not a wall now. It was a road. A long road. But a good road. After 5 months, I wanted to speak with someone. But I was shy. I was scared. What if I forget? What if I say it wrong? But I said, it's okay. I found a speaking partner. We spoke on a phone call. Her name was Hannah. She was learning too. She was from another country. Her English was not perfect. My English was not perfect. But we laughed. We talked slowly. We helped each other. We used easy words. We said, what did you eat today? We said, how is the weather? These were simple things. But they helped me a lot. I was not alone. I had a friend. That gave me power. After 6 months, I started to read books. Easy books. Storybooks for kids. I read The Cat and the Hat. I read Simple Days. I loved those books. The words were easy. The stories were fun. I read one page every day. I pointed to each word. I said the word out loud. Then I closed the book. I tried to remember. I said the story in my own words. I felt proud. I was growing. My English was growing. After 1 year, I watched English movies. But only with subtitles. I chose slow movies. I watched with English subtitles first. Then I watched with no subtitles. Then I tried to say the lines. I played a scene. I paused. I said the same line. I acted like the actor. I used my face. I used my hands. I used my heart. It was fun. I was not just learning. I was living the language. But still, I made mistakes. Many times I said the wrong word. Many times I could not remember. Many times I wanted to stop. But I didn't. I said to myself, mistakes are okay. Every mistake is a step. Every step is learning. I kept going. I kept learning. I kept speaking. Some days were slow. Some days were fast. But every day I did something. One line. One word. One try. That was enough. Now, 5 years have passed. I can speak with people. I can write stories. I can listen to fast English. I can watch English news. I can think in English. I don't need to translate. I just speak. I just understand. My English is not perfect. But it is good. It is mine. I built it with time. I built it with love. I built it with small steps. If I can do it, you can do it too. You don't need to be fast. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to try. Try one day, then one more day. Keep going. Don't stop. You will get there. After 1 year, I felt different. My brain was faster. My ears were sharper. My mouth moved more easily. But I wanted more. I wanted to use better words. I wanted to speak with more feeling. I wanted to sound natural. So I asked myself, how can I speak like a real English speaker? The answer came slowly. I needed to copy. Not copy the person, but copy the way. So I started shadowing. I picked short videos. I listened. I paused. I repeated. I said each line with the same sound. I copied the voice. I copied the rhythm. I copied the emotion. At first, it was hard. I could not speak fast. I stopped many times. But I kept trying. After 2 weeks, I got better. After 1 month, I could say full lines. I felt strong. I felt happy. Shadowing helped me. My speaking became smoother. My words came faster. I sounded more natural. It was like music. I was learning to sing with my mouth. Then I made a goal. I said, I want to speak for 5 minutes without stopping. So I trained. Every day, I picked one topic. Like food. Like travel. Like books. I spoke for 1 minute. Then 2. Then 3. I timed myself. I did not stop. Even if I forgot a word, I kept going. I used easy words. I explained the idea. I did not give up. Some days I said, I ate rice. I drank tea. I went to the shop. Very simple. But I kept speaking. That was the goal. Not perfect words. Just speaking. After 1 month, I reached 5 minutes. I was proud. I told my friend Hannah. She clapped. She said, you are better now. I smiled. I knew she was right. After 2 years, I got brave. I joined an online class. It was a speaking class. People from many countries joined. We had a teacher. He was kind. He said, speak. Don't be shy. At first, I said only 2 words. Yes. No, then I said full sentences. I like this. I think so. Then I asked questions. What do you think? Can you say it again? Then I told my story. I started learning 2 years ago. The class helped me a lot. I saw other learners. Some were fast, some were slow, but we were the same. We were learning. We were helping each other. That gave me hope. I said, I am not alone. At this time, I started to learn grammar. Before, I did not care. I just wanted to speak. But now, I wanted to speak correctly. I wanted to say, he goes, not he go. I wanted to say, I have eaten, not I eated. So I opened grammar books. I watched grammar videos. I learned small things. I learned tenses. I learned prepositions. I learned articles. Not all at once. One by one. Slowly. I wrote examples. I said them out loud. He walks every day. I have lived here for 2 years. The apple is red. I used grammar in my writing. I used grammar in my speaking. I made mistakes. But I learned. I learned from the mistakes. Grammar made my English cleaner. It made my speaking clear. I also started to read the news. Not big news. Easy news. I read one story each day. I learned new words. I learned new ideas. I wrote down the new words. I made small sentences. Then I said those words. The weather is cold today. There was a big fire. The price went up. These were real words. Words people use every day. That made me happy. I was using English for life. Not just for school. Not just for tests. But for life. One day, I met a tourist in my city. She was lost. She asked, "Can you help me?" I said, "Yes, I can help." We talked for 10 minutes. I showed her the way. I told her about the market. I told her about the food. She smiled and said, "Your English is good." I was so happy. I helped a real person with English. I used English in the real world. That was a big moment for me. I said to myself, "You did it." I felt strong. I felt ready. After 3 years, I made a video. It was my first English video. I talked about my English story. I said, "Hello, my name is Ariel. I started learning English 3 years ago. It was hard, but I didn't stop." I posted the video online. People watched it. Some liked it. Some said, "Good job." Some said, "I am learning too." That made me smile. I was helping others. I was not just a learner now. I was a helper too. That made me feel proud. At this time, I changed my phone. I changed it to English. The settings, the apps, the keyboard, all in English. I also used English in search. I typed in English. I read in English. I wrote messages in English. I wrote comments. I asked questions. I answered others. My world became English. Every day, a little more. That helped me grow. That helped me remember more words. That helped me think in English. Then I found English books for adults. Not too hard. Just right. I read 1 page each night. I kept a notebook. I wrote the hard words. I looked up the meanings. I wrote sentences. I read the page again. It was slow work. But it helped. 1 book. Then another. Then another. My reading got better. My writing got better. My speaking got better. I was using English in many ways. After 4 years, I got a job. It was online work. The team used English. I had to read emails. I had to write messages. I had to join calls. At first, I was scared. I thought, what if I say it wrong? But then I remembered my old words. It's okay. Just try. So I did. I read the emails slowly. I replied carefully. I used Grammarly to help. I joined the calls. I listened. I said short things. I asked for help. My team was kind. They helped me. They said, "Your English is good." That gave me power. I was working in English. A big dream came true. At this time, I started to teach. Not as a big teacher, but as a helper. I helped kids in my area. I said, let's learn English. We played games. We sang songs. We watched cartoons. I told them, don't be shy. Speak slowly. You can do it. I gave them small tips. I gave them big smiles. I told them, I was like you. I was scared too. But now I can speak. You can speak too. That made me happy. Helping others made me better too. After 4 years and 6 months, I started to dream in English. It was strange at first. I saw people in my dream. They spoke English. I spoke English too. I said hello. I said thank you. I said sorry. I woke up and smiled. My brain was changing. English was not just in books now. It was inside me. It was part of my thinking. I did not need to try too hard. Words came by themselves. This was a big moment. I felt proud. I remembered my first day. I could not say one sentence. I could not speak without fear. Now I was speaking in my sleep. That was amazing. I also made new friends. English friends. Not from my country. From different places. From different lives. We met online. We talked about food. We talked about hobbies. We laughed. We shared pictures. We played games. All in English. We had group calls. We sent messages. I learned new words from them. I also taught them words from my language. We had fun. We did not care about mistakes. We just wanted to talk. This helped my English grow. This helped my heart grow too. English gave me more than language. It gave me friends. It gave me connection. One day, I joined a big online event. It was for English learners. There were people from many countries. There was a speaker. There was a chat box. There were games. I felt nervous. But I joined. I said hello in the chat. I answered a question. I won a small prize. I smiled so much. I was part of something big. I was part of a world that speaks English. I was inside that world now. I was not outside anymore. After 5 years, I looked back. I looked at my first notebook. I looked at my first flashcard. I looked at my old videos. I saw my face. I saw my slow words. I saw my small voice. And I smiled. I said, you did it. I said, you did not stop. I said, you grew. I felt proud. I felt thankful. I did not become perfect, but I became fluent. I could talk. I could write. I could understand. I could help others. That was more than enough. Now, I want to tell you something. You can do this too. You don't need to be fast. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to use big words. You just need to start. Start with one word. Start with one line. Start with one voice. Your voice. Speak it. Repeat it. Love it. Use it. Every day. One step. Then one more. Soon you will run. Then you will fly. English is not a race. It is a journey. A long road. A beautiful road. Sometimes the road is quiet. Sometimes the road is hard. But every step brings you closer. Closer to fluency. Closer to freedom. Closer to your dream. I remember my first dream. I wanted to watch a movie with no subtitles. I wanted to understand every word. After 3 years, I did it. I watched my first full movie. I understood the story. I laughed. I cried. I clapped. It felt so good. I reached that goal. Then I made new goals. I said, now I want to read a full book. Then I said, now I want to write a story. Then I said, now I want to speak for 10 minutes. I reached each goal, slowly. And you can too. You just need time. And heart. Some days I felt tired. Some days I wanted to stop. Some days I thought, this is too much. But I remembered something. I remembered why I started. I wanted to grow. I wanted to speak. I wanted to connect. That reason kept me strong. That reason helped me wake up. That reason helped me try again. Now I have many tools. I have a dictionary app. I have YouTube channels. I have podcasts. I have English books. I have grammar videos. I have flashcards. I have speaking groups. But at the start, I had only one thing. A dream. That's all. But it was enough. A dream is enough to start. So if you have that dream, hold it, protect it, feed it, and walk with it. Every day, you will grow. You will fly. I also learned something big. I learned that mistakes are good. Mistakes are not the enemy. Mistakes are the teacher. Every time I said the wrong word, I learned the right one. Every time I forgot, I learned again. Every time I felt shy, I got brave. So don't be afraid of mistakes. Make them. Learn from them. Laugh at them. They are part of the journey. English is not just grammar. English is not just words. English is a feeling. It is a way to connect. It is a way to share. It is a way to learn about others. And a way to learn about yourself. I learned patience. I learned courage. I learned hope. All from English. I never knew a language could teach the heart. But it did. It changed me. Not just my brain, but my whole life. Now, I talk to new learners. They say, I am shy. I say, I was shy too. They say, I forget words. I say, me too. They say, I feel slow. I say, I was slow too. Then they ask, what should I do? I say, don't stop. Keep going. Speak every day. Listen every day. Read every day. Write every day. And love every step. That is the secret. Not speed. Not skill. Just love. Love for the language. Love for learning. Love for yourself. My 5-year journey was not easy. But it was beautiful. It was simple. Just one day at a time. Just one word at a time. And now I can say, yes, I am fluent. Not perfect, but fluent. I can think in English. I can dream in English. I can help in English. I can live in English. So if you are reading this now, and you are starting, don't be afraid. You are not alone. I was there too. Many people are there too. But you can move forward. You can become fluent. You can tell your story one day. Just like I told mine. Maybe in 1 year. Maybe in 5. But the time will come. And when it comes, you will smile. You will look back. And you will say, wow, I did it. After I reached 5 years of learning English, I made a new goal. I wanted to speak in front of many people. Not online. Not in a chat. But face to face. In a room. On a stage. It felt scary. But it also felt exciting. I said to myself, you are ready now. Try it. So I joined a small English club in my city. They had a speaking night. Each person had to talk for 5 minutes. I watched others speak. They were not perfect. Some were slow. Some forgot words. But they spoke. And people clapped. I wanted that too. I wrote a small speech. I practiced at home. I spoke to the mirror. I recorded my voice. I listened to it. I fixed my mistakes. I practiced every day for 1 week. Then the day came. My heart was fast. My hands were cold. But I smiled. I walked to the front. I said, hello, my name is Ariel. Then I spoke for 5 minutes. I talked about my English journey. I told them about my first sentence. I told them about my dream. I told them not to give up. When I finished, everyone clapped. I felt warm inside. I did it. I really did it. After that day, I felt more open. I joined more clubs. I joined speaking events. I joined group talks. I helped new members. I gave small tips. I said, you can do it. I said, don't be shy. I said, I was like you. They smiled. They listened. Some asked me questions. Some said, "How did you learn?" I told them. Slowly. With love. With time. With small steps. And I told them, "You can do it too." Then something special happened. A teacher asked me to help her class. It was a beginner class. She said, "Come and talk to them." I said yes. I walked into the class. I saw 10 faces. All quiet. All shy. Just like me in the past. I smiled. I said, "Hi, I am Ariel. I started learning 5 years ago." I did not speak. I was scared. But now I can talk to you. They listened. Their eyes were wide. I told them my story. I told them about the mirror. About the videos. About my first notebook. I spoke slowly. I used easy words. I saw one girl smiling. I saw one boy nodding. I saw hope in their eyes. That was the best moment. I was not just learning English anymore. I was helping others learn. That made my journey full. After that class, I started my own small group. I called it English with Ariel. It was free. It was simple. We met one time a week. We picked one topic. Like food. Like family. Like the weather. We used easy words. We shared ideas. We laughed. We helped each other. Sometimes I spoke. Sometimes others spoke. We corrected each other kindly. We used no grammar books. Just our voices. Just real talk. The group grew. First 5 people. Then 10. Then 20. I was happy. I was proud. I was helping others speak. I was making a safe place. A fun place. A learning place. Then I made a blog. A small blog. I wrote short posts. In English. I wrote about learning tips. I wrote about my mistakes. I wrote about what helped me. I shared my first video. I shared my first flashcard. I shared my first speech. People read my blog. People sent messages. Some said, "I feel the same." Some said, "You give me hope." Some said, "Thank you." I felt joy in my heart. My story was helping others. My small steps were now big steps for someone else. Sometimes I got tired. Sometimes I made mistakes again. Sometimes I forgot words. But I did not stop. I remembered my own words. It's okay. Keep going. Don't stop. Try again. Every day is a new chance. Every mistake is a new lesson. I still listen to podcasts. I still watch English shows. I still write in my notebook. I still talk in the mirror. These habits stayed with me. They are my friends now. They are part of my life. They help me grow even now. One day, a girl from another country sent me a message. She said, "Ariel, I saw your blog. I watched your video. I want to learn like you." I smiled. I said, "Of course you can. Start with one word. Then one sentence. Then one paragraph. Just like I did." We started talking. I became her speaking partner. We talked once a week. We spoke slowly. We shared stories. We helped each other. She was happy. I was happy. I remember my friend Hannah. Now I was helping someone like she helped me. Now I speak English every day. Not just for learning, but for living. I shop online in English. I read the news in English. I chat with friends in English. I write stories in English. I think in English. Sometimes I even sing in English. English is not a subject now. It is not homework. It is part of my day. Like eating. Like walking. Like breathing. That is fluency. Not perfect English. But natural English. Easy English. Living English. But I always remember one thing. I am still a learner. Learning never stops. There is still hard words. There is still new things. But I am not afraid. I enjoy the journey. I enjoy each step. I enjoy each word. I enjoy each voice. I enjoy the mistakes. I enjoy the learning. That is the secret. That is the key. Enjoy the process, not just the goal. If you are reading this now, I want to say something to you. You are strong. You are brave. You are smart. You can speak English too. Don't look at the mountain. Look at your feet. Take one step, then another. If you fall, get up. If you forget, try again. If you feel shy, speak slowly. If you feel small, remember my story. I was small too, but I kept going. So can you. This is my story. From zero to speaking. From fear to joy. From beginner to fluent. It took 5 years. But every year gave me a gift. In year 1, I found courage. In year 2, I found words. In year 3, I found friends. In year 4, I found my voice. In year 5, I found my power. I hope you find your gift too. I hope you keep going. I hope you speak from your heart. Today when I wake up, I say good morning in English. When I cook, I think in English. When I walk, I talk to myself in English. When I feel happy, I say, I feel happy. When I feel tired, I say, today is a slow day. It is natural now. I don't need to think too much. The words just come. Like water. Like wind. I use simple words. I use short sentences. But I say what I want to say. That is fluency. Not big words. Not fast talk. Just clear and true words from the heart. I remember the first time I said, I can speak English. I said it with a smile. And I believed it. That day, something changed. I was not just a learner. I was a speaker. I was part of the English world. I also started helping more people. I made short videos for beginners. I said, hello, my name is Ariel. Today I will teach you 5 words. I used pictures. I used actions. I used simple voice. Many people watched. Many people wrote, thank you. Some said, I understand now. Some said, I feel brave now. I felt warm in my heart. I remembered how I started. I remembered the girl in the first video I watched. She smiled. She helped me. Now I was doing the same. It was like a circle of learning and helping. I made a list of my favorite tips. Tip 1. Speak every day, even if only for 2 minutes. Tip 2. Use simple words. Don't stop. Just say what you can. Tip 3. Listen and repeat. Copy good speakers. Feel their sound. Tip 4. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Love your mistakes. Tip 5. Read and write. Just a little each day. Tip 6. Think in English. Start with small things. Tip 7. Use your phone in English. See English every day. Tip 8. Have a speaking partner. It helps a lot. Tip 9. Watch English shows. Use subtitles first. Then try without. Tip 10. Enjoy the journey. Don't rush. Love every step. These tips helped me. Maybe they will help you too. Now I also speak with people in other countries for work. I join meetings. I send emails. I share ideas. I don't feel shy. I don't feel small. I feel ready. I feel good. I speak slowly and clearly. I use words I know. I ask if I don't understand. That is okay. People understand me. I understand them. We work together. I am part of the team. And I speak English. Sometimes I look at my old self. The girl who could not say hello. The girl who was scared to speak. The girl who forgot words. I smile at her. I say, thank you. You did not stop. That small girl was strong. She kept trying. She kept learning. She believed in small steps. And those small steps made a big life. A new life. An English life. Now I write more stories. Easy stories. For beginners. I say, this is for you. I was like you. You can do it too. I write about simple things. I write about daily life. I use easy grammar. I use short lines. I want people to read and feel happy. I want people to read and say, "Yes, I understand this." That is my gift to others. I give what I learned. I share my words. Sometimes people ask me, "Will I ever be fluent?" I say, "Yes, you will. But not in one day. Not in 1 week. Maybe not in 1 year. But you will." I say, fluency is not perfect speaking. Fluency is feeling free. When you can say what you want. When you can ask and answer. When you can tell a story. That is fluency. And you can get there. Just like I did. With love. With time. With steps. I still learn new words. I still hear new phrases. I still ask questions. But I don't feel bad. I feel curious. I feel happy to learn more. English is big. The world is big. We all keep learning. Even native speakers learn new words. So don't be sad if you don't know everything. No one knows everything. You just need to keep learning a little each day. My biggest advice is this: speak with joy. Learn with love. Help others when you can. Speak even if your voice shakes. Write even if your hand is slow. Listen even if you understand only one word. Read even if the page feels hard. Just try. Try today. Try tomorrow. Try again. That is the real way. Today I can say full stories. Today I can ask for help in English. Today I can give help in English. Today I can read books. Watch movies. Join talks. Teach others. Laugh. Cry. Share. All in English. It is not magic. It is not luck. It is practice. It is heart. It is time. It is trust. Trust in the journey. So this is my message to you. Don't wait. Start today. Speak to the mirror. Write one line. Watch one short video. Learn one new word. Say it 5 times. Use it in a sentence. Smile. You did something. You grew a little. That little seed will grow. Day by day. Step by step. One day you will look back. You will see the long road. You will say, "I did it." That day will come. I know it. Because I did it. And so can you. Thank you for reading my story. Thank you for walking with me. I hope my journey gives you light. I hope it gives you power. I hope it gives you peace. Your English story is special. Your English story is yours. Write it with love. Speak it with joy. Share it with the world. I believe in you. I really do.